Hello, wonderful job today. So the concept that we went over today that just goes along with what did we learn is the secondary thing you should practice when you start these videos. These are just reminders. They're there for you when you watch in 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 months, 2 years, 20 years. All this information will be the same. It's just music at its core. I try and give my own little spin on it so it stays exciting and fun. And if we find that we're not having enough connection on a certain idea or concept, we move on. There will be plenty of time to do all these things as long as you're still having fun. So, one thing I do want you to see is every single time that you pick up your guitar or play a piano or you're singing or doing ukulele or banjo or just anything musical, you follow set patterns of what you're going to experience. The first one we talked about were our spider exercises. So the first thing we should do is discuss those again. Downstroke, 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 moving our fingers, and then we have a downstroke, 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 downstroke. You know how to do these. You don't have to speed up like I do to get them going faster. What we're looking for is every day playing. See how my hand is even bouncing? I'm practicing eighth notes. 1 and 2 and, or attack, rest, but you don't have to do the eighth notes. You can do each individual string. The concept is when you do this, the fingers lie on these frets and we get awfully used to playing this pattern. The concept is we do that downstroke and then an upstroke and then down, up, down, up. So when we experience our strumming hand, these notes can have a little bit of veracity and we can play them with a little bit more speed. Now, speed's not the end-all, be-all of this situation. What is making contact and you getting nice solid notes out rather than notes that are muffled or have like a tinty metal against metal sound. Dig it? So, after you do your spider exercises, just to warm up your wrist and your hands and sitting posture and breathing and your styles, you would then move on to playing like some of the chords you know. E major, G, 4, E major. The reason why we go slow with these, so even if we played today's chord of the day, which is a D sus4, or a D7 sus4, all chords are 4 chords, sus chords. Like when you're playing a sus, you can say D sus, and it means sus4, unless you say D sus2. So if you ever see just D sus, that means you're using the 4th. It's the primary sus. The secondary sus is the second note. So when we play a D major, when we take this D note and we move it past the C sharp to a C, we get a D7. A D7 can still have the G, making it feel like the note is hovering above our head, or it is suspended, thus the word sus. It's been a hot, and it relieves itself. It's great when it resolves. So the concept, that is the chord. So to do that with teeter-totters, we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. See what I did there? I've got 4 fingers on the fretboard playing a chord. And it just so happens the note I'm playing here is being covered by this note. So when I do my secondary fingering, I don't need that finger, but I can move it back. These are little concepts that come by playing the teeter-totters. And the reason why we play the teeter-totters is so we can get good rhythm. So try and do it with me. Let's do a whole teeter-totter. Here it is. 1, 2, move on the beat. Play, put, put, put. Play, put, put, put. Play, put, put. Excuse me. See how I'm going through the process of the rhythm, doing the rest, rest, rest? Must keep that hand going. That's what develops rhythm. That's the whole reason why we do teeter-totters. Cool? So, one of the concepts we were doing today was just playing a little bit of the Beatles tune, Rocky Raccoon. The rhythm exercise requires us to play an A minor with a G on the top, which is an A minor 7. Granted, you could remove that finger there and play the 2 notes, as we aforementioned, as part of the E major, making an E7, A minor, making an A7. But the note you're revealing by leaving the A away, A flat, is the G. So you can have double Gs. That sounds super cool. Well, somewhere around the Black Hills there lived a young boy. His name was Rocky Raccoon. One day Rocky fell in love with another young man. It's a cute song about a raccoon falling in love. Okay, so the idea, A minor 7, that G up top is your chord of the day with D sus, and both of those chords are used in Rocky Raccoon. I'm gonna send the little title track from that along with it. Next week, I'm very much looking forward to moving over to piano, but we're gonna be doing this in conjunction. After we get a couple piano lessons underneath our belt, we're also gonna discuss how the mindset of seeing chord structures and triads and all these different note durations, they fit along also with the guitar. I hope you had fun today. I did, and I will see you next week. Aloha.